The Honorable Speaker, Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, esteemed technology, security, and economic experts, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to stand before all of you to close this timely and very relevant gathering. It is my absolute privilege to deliver this speech for you. The past 2 days have been filled with the healthy and fruitful exchange of best practices, ideas, dialogues from respected security, intelligence, and economic experts from all over the world. This forum has highlighted the fact that peace, security, and development are closely intertwined. Economies cannot thrive where conflict exists and where governments and peoples are not secure within their own borders. Peace and security are elusive when the quest for development and economic survival is pursued at all costs without regard to the rights and entitlements of others. However, as also brought to light in this forum, states must work together as they address the challenges in their midst, strengthening standards and protocol, and reinforcing acceptable norms of international behavior. The topics in this forum may be reserved for isolated discussions, but substantiated in this forum. All have profound impacts to the maintenance of peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region and the entire world. The Indo-Pacific region has proven its importance to the world through its strategic placement in sea lanes navigation, the presence of much-needed raw minerals and superconductors and electronics which drive all modern computer systems. Thus, the maintenance of peace, security, and development in the region remains a global priority. This forum reiterated that rules-based international order should remain as the only method to settle all conflicting interests among states. History has shown that no one truly wins in armed conflicts. Economic coercion and intimidation tactics only serve as catalysts for such armed conflicts. Hence, as much as possible, all avenues for peaceful conflict resolution should be pursued and exhausted, not just in the West Philippine Sea, the Taiwan Straits, or other parts of the Indo-Pacific region, but in all parts of the world. This forum also demonstrated the unrelenting march of technological advancement and its impacts to society, where from the 1960s, computing powers of processors nearly double every 2 years. As exponential growth, we only consider the unfathomable decades ago. The prevalence and reliance on artificial intelligence in our daily lives have no increase. While this may lead to new opportunities for innovation and efficiency, resulting in enhanced productivity as well as increase income and growth. The unregulated use of artificial intelligence may also bring about worker displacement, worsen existing inequalities, perpetuate human biases, and put people's fundamental human rights and well-being at risk. Hence, exponential technological growth, along with the rapid adoption of such technologies, necessitate an institution of state policies and a collective global stand on the regulation of these technologies, especially artificial intelligence and other matters on cyber security. In addition to the need for regulated and responsible technological advancement, the management of interconnectivity through the protection of marine undersea cables must also be prioritized since they serve as the backbone of internet and communication networks. Further, the establishment of resilient global supply of semiconductors, electronics, and critical minerals must also be ensured to reduce economic vulnerabilities and inefficiencies, allow industries to thrive, and for people to enjoy the comforts and convenience of modern technology. The forum likewise tackled the trade priorities of key economies in the Indo-Pacific and how foreign policies would affect their bilateral, regional, and multilateral trade issues. The management of trade policies, especially when it concerns superpowers, having resounding impacts on all economies, trade policies can have significant efforts on the lives of ordinary people. As discussed in this forum also, collaborative trade policies promote economic growth by facilitating trade and allowing countries to specialize in producing goods in which they have comparative advantage, eventually lead to lower prices of goods for consumers, potentially improve job opportunities, and even better international relations. Unfortunately, while collaborative trade policies exist, economic coercion or the weaponization of trade policies may unfortunately be adopted by a country in the pursuit of its own political goals. This type of coercion leads to adverse consequences such as destabilization of the global trading system, loss of job opportunities, and limitation of consumer choices leading to higher prices. Such economic policies have no place in this modern and interconnected world. Ladies and gentlemen, the urgency to maintain peace, security, and sustainable economic development cannot be understated. I reiterated the call to consider the following objectives to strengthen multilateral economic frameworks, prioritize green transitions, and secure global supply chains as declared by the keynote speaker, our honorable speaker, Ferdinand Martin Gomez Romualdez, at the start of this forum. To all the attendees of this esteemed forum, we are bound by our common resolve to act decisively to the problems and challenges revealed in the past few days. We must continue to advocate for responsive, efficient, comprehensive policies centered in collaboration and advancement. As parliamentarians and representatives of our respective states and people, we need to unceasingly take part in the healthy exchange of our views, experiences, innovations, and best practices to tackle the challenges which lie ahead. In doing so, we can bring realities, policies centered on peace, security, and sustainable development. The House of Representatives of the Philippines, in coordination with concerned government agencies, shall remain relentless in pursuing relevant legislation founded on our guiding principle on deterrence against threats of maintenance, stability, resilience of institutions and economies, and commitment to uphold the rule of law, sovereignty, and regional cooperation. From what transpired in this forum, I am confident that with our continued collective effort and shared principles, this comprehensive and dynamic relationship will only grow stronger, and will produce positive results not just in our respective states, but for the entire world. I sincerely thank all of you for your presence and for making this forum a resounding success. We also commend the vision and leadership of Honorable Robert Pittenger, who continue to inspire parliamentarians across the globe to engage in dialogue and enhance cooperation. On behalf of the House of Representatives, thank you once again. Dakal pong salamat, marami pong salamat. Mabuhay po tayong lahat, mabuhay ang Pilipinas at ang mundo. Salamat po.
Thank you very much, Senior Deputy Speaker, Honorable Aurelio Dong D. Gonzales Jr. Please stand at the center of the stage, and may we also call in front as well to join the Senior Deputy Speaker, the Chairperson of the Parliamentary Intelligence Security Forum, Robert Pittenger, for a photo opportunity to be joined by two of our Deputy Secretary Generals, Romulo Emmanuel Miral Jr. and Deputy Secretary General Grace N. Andres, to receive tokens of appreciation for both for the chairperson of the PISF and for the closing remarks, Senior Deputy Speaker Aurelio Dong Gonzales Jr. May we also extend a token of appreciation to our chairperson of the PISF, the Honorable Robert Pittenger. Let us all give him a round of applause, please.
Thank you.